But IT, sir.
Sir, sir, you
नहीं,
start.
I
Sir.
want your perspective.
Vishwaguru.
कभी कभी हमें विश्वगुरु इधर बैठे हैं, मैं कभी कभी हमें आपका पर्सपेक्टिव चाहिए कि आप कैसे देख रहे हो इसको.
So my this thing is that they've underinvested a lot, large cap IT companies in AI.
अच्छा, okay, हाँ.
In AI, and because of that now these are all capacities which are built post the pandemic in 2021-22, which had to get rationalized at some point. They were all waiting कि growth आ जाएगा, so this will be justified. Growth isn't going to come, and this year is clearly visible. So they had to take that call that it's going to happen. The thing is, we don't know कि I don't know इसका repercussion कितना deep हो सकता है. Because if TCS is coming out and does, and TCS is the most liberal, honestly, in terms of wage hikes and in terms of this thing, they will never cut out wage hikes.
And very conservative in terms of cutting.
So
Tata Group is very conservative.
So it's like, it's a very big shock to me that in quarter one, they decided to stop wage hikes. They decided to fire 12,000 people in senior management. And yes, they are not like the engineers, so they will be able to, of course, do better and get across. But it's still a big step in one quarter for the company to do both those things. They could have easily done another one in quarter two, seen how it is, and seeing a recovery. But they've decided to pull the plug at this time.
I'm a little surprised on the part of the wage hike, pausing wage hike, because the wage hike हुआ ही था सितंबर क्वार्टर में, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Now, कौन 6 महीने में wage hike करता है? So traditionally, of course, you will have an appraisal cycle of looking and vetting and people and performance and everything which comes into play, but it comes normally annually hota hai, right, in that sense.
Yeah.
So what I got to understand is that they got a setback in Q1 because of the high employees they had, 6,000 or employees they had.
I cited this in the morning that Sajid के interview में उसने बोला था
6,000
कि overhiring
हुआ था because they thought कि execution शुरू हो जाएगा, and then everyone started pushing the order. Starts simple as that.
Yeah.
But they were sitting on a very high bench which is more than 35 days.
But that is Sajid, that is not the senior level.
Middle and senior level
bench, middle level, senior level.
Because आपके नीचे लेवल, लोअर लेवल पे आपका एट्रिशन बहुत हो रहा है, 14.5% एट्रिशन है आपका ट्रेलिंग 12 months, and this trailing 12 months is increasing from 150 to 250 bips in the last 4 quarters. Your attrition levels have gone up.
अच्छा, मुझे एक बात बताओ, have they given a reason of whether this is AI efficiency led cut or a growth slowdown led cut, or not an AI efficiency but AI led cut? Have they given?
So
any
they
statement?
have said that they are preparing the organization for the new technologies in AI, but this cut is not on AI.
So this is on growth slowdown.
This is not on growth slowdown. It is on cutting the bench, which is non-productive and cannot be deployed anywhere. Because while
it's very harsh, the statement
it's a very
harsh.
You look at the statement very harsh. It says that these people cannot be deployed, which basically means that they have not this category of people have not been able to reskill themselves to the newer environment.
Now tell me this: will any of the other companies, based on their hiring trends, have a bench strength this high, and therefore could we see such numbers, if not exact scale of numbers, then percentage numbers or some color like this from the other companies?
Yeah, means TCS is 6 lakh. Next big will be Infosys. 3 lakh के आसपास, right? 2.5, 3 lakhs.
The thing is with Wipro also, like Wipro had headcount reduction of 25,000 in FY24. Last year they had hardly 600 people additions, and this year they are saying they'll hire 10-20,000 freshers. So I feel TCS was sitting on that bench strength. And
so could this be that this is only TCS specific?
It could be, but I'm told that others are also looking at it.
No, everybody will look at it. Will the magnitude be so high is the question.
2% हर जगह 12,000 इसलिए लगता है क्योंकि TCS के 6 लाख हैं. 3 लाख में 2% कितने होंगे? 6,000.
I think what
होगा क्या वो?
हो सकता है.
What?
नहीं, मैं पूछ रहा, होने का तो कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Because why say
Infosys 20,000 काट सकते हैं. नहीं होगा कि
नहीं होगा, इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि सबके सब ने इस बार लोअर यूटिलाइजेशन लेवल्स दिए हैं. If you look at the utilization level for the top tier companies, everyone has shown a fall in utilization level.
What about the mid tier ones?
The mid-tier ones they are actually doing much better than the large cap ones.
Like on utilization, etc.
On utilization, like for example, Mphasis. Now, Mphasis had 100% growth in the deal wins, 760 million. They were always around 300 million last 3 quarters. And they say that 68% of the deal wins is AI-led. Persistent also has mentioned that in what they said in this quarter specifically, that they have two-pronged strategy, one for technology, one for business. So they are going after the enterprises now. That we'll do the cost takeout deals for you and everything, but they're also going after AI where the technology could be transformational. For large cap, the problem is all AI-led deals is cost takeouts. It's not transformational. So which Sir largely mentioned that over the last so many years, they've just focused on dividends and buybacks. Like Wipro still has a plan that over the next 3 years, they'll give back 70% of their profits in buybacks or dividends at a time where you're just very underinvested in technology. So I feel like the smaller ones, Persistent, Coforge, I think you guys spoke to. So the commentary there is that whatever happens, you're still going to do 14% EBIT margins now. I don't think the large cap players can come out and say that. Or choose not to.
Because and we have discussed this in the past, right, Neeraj, that Indian IT companies are not geared for the AI-centric transformation.
The larger ones are not.
The thing is, within FMCG, we've seen companies go out and do acquisitions. When we spoke about it on Thursday, I think that Marico has been one of the most profound ones to go out, acquire companies like Beardo, and they are doing so much better than someone like an HUL. And we're seeing that similar thing in IT, that where the smaller companies have actually done acquisition. Hexaware has done acquisition in this one for GCC. The large cap ones who are sitting on so much cash have just been sitting on that much cash. And
I was just, when I was doing this research piece for today morning, I was going through the NASSCOM site. And they have divided the entire IT industries into 3 categories. One is PPM, which is Business Process Management, IT Services, and R&D Services. And they have given what kind of job profiles are currently available in this and what AI will replace them. And what academia needs to do and what industry needs to do to adapt to that. It's a fabulous article which they've written on is there on the website, and they will show you कि हर level पे AI कैसे change कर रहा है. So वो जो hard hitting जो reset है AI का, it hasn't even started.
Nothing
It hasn't even started. Because it's going to, the point is that earlier you need to have 7 people or 10 people for a coding at the base level. You just need 2 people because the 2 people should be able to prompt engineer कि भाई मुझे कैसे चाहिए. Simple. And the coding will happen. They just need to know the language and understand it, and then you are replacing 8 people because so the future addition of employees to IT sector is going to be very minimal, and it will only be at a lateral level and not unless
specific, specific areas.
Unless in the lower level or entry level you have the trained AI gen which is coming into being. Simple as that.